Tesla Model 3 cars. The Model 3 is an electric fastback midsize four-door sedan developed by Tesla. The base Model 3 delivers an EPA-rated all-electric range of 272 miles, 438 km, and the long-range version delivers 358 miles, 576 km. According to Tesla, the Model 3 carries full self-driving hardware, with periodic software updates adding functionality. Limited production of the Model 3 began in mid-2017, with the first production vehicle rolling off the assembly line on July 7, 2017. The official launch and delivery of the first 30 cars took place on July 28. The Model 3 was marketed as being more affordable to more people than previous models by Tesla. Since early 2020, the Model 3 is the best-selling electric car in world history, and in June 2021, became the first electric car to pass the 1 million global sales milestone. The Model 3 has been the world's top-selling plug-in electric car, PEV, for 3 years running, from 2018 to 2020. It has also been the best-selling PEV in the United States for 3 consecutive years, 2018 to 2020, the top-selling PEV in Europe in 2019, and the best-selling PEV in China in 2020. In October 2021, Hertz Car Rental ordered 100,000 full-price Model 3 cars for its rental fleet. Pros: class-leading range, performance and handling, comfortable seating, and lots of interior room. Access to Tesla's prolific supercharger fast charging stations. Cons: touchscreen interface can lead to driver distraction. No Android Auto or Apple CarPlay support. What's new? Increased range and efficiency. New interior and exterior trim. Standard integrated wireless phone charger. Standard Range Plus trim was renamed midway through the model year. Part of the first Model 3 generation, introduced for 2017. Can a car be insanely amazing? Well, that's how an owner described the Model 3 on an Edmunds consumer review. Is there some hyperbole here? Most definitely. But even from our more measured standpoint, the Model 3 is an impressive sedan, and it's getting even better for 2021. More range is always a good thing with an electric vehicle, and the Model 3 obliges. The base Model 3's range rises from 250 miles to an EPA-estimated 263 miles of range. Similar gains are in store for the long-range AWD and the performance. Other 2021 changes include black exterior trim instead of chrome, a standard wireless phone charging pad, a power trunk lid, metal steering wheel control dials instead of plastic, and a new window design to help reduce outside noise. The Model 3 is a great pick for an EV, but it's not the only one for 2021. Specifically, we found the Ford Mustang Mach-E, Kia Niro EV, Polestar 2. Polestar is a new boutique EV brand from Volvo, and Volkswagen ID.4 to also be viable choices. So should you stick with Silicon Valley's finest or go with an alternative? Read our Model 3 expert rating below to help you decide. How affordable are we talking? It sits below the Model S Saloon in the range, and in the Standard Range Plus guise is priced from PS $40,990. That gets you rear-wheel drive and a claimed 278 miles of range between visits to a public supercharger or your home wall box. Above that in the 3 pecking order lie 2 all-wheel drive versions. The long range, good for up to 360 miles, and the performance, which sacrifices a few miles of range but will outrun a Lamborghini Huracan up to the national speed limit. Has Tesla stuck to its guns on pricing? These model lines are correct at the time of writing, May 2021. But Tesla has a habit of creating and killing off trim levels willy-nilly. Here today, gone tomorrow. And the price has long since crept away from the mid-PS 30K target once vaunted. Not that it stopped the Model 3 from becoming Britain's best-selling electric car in 2020. As per all Teslas, and most electric cars, the Model 3 is powered by a slab of lithium-ion batteries mounted in the car's floor, where they're best protected from a crash and helpfully low to keep the center of gravity in check. That means you get a second boot, frunk or fruit, choose your front-biased cargo bay term, in the nose, which is handy for stowing mucky charging cables. What's it like to live with? Edmund's editorial team lived with a 2017 Tesla Model 3 long range for nearly 2 years, logging 24,000 miles. As an all-new design for Tesla, it had a few teething problems at first. But most of the issues were electronic in nature and were later sorted out via software updates. The 2021 Tesla Model 3 differs from our early long-term Model 3 by way of improved cabin materials and different powertrain options. It's the same generation, though so many of our observations still apply. Check out our 2017 Tesla Model 3 long-range coverage to learn more. What is new for the future? Tesla has updated Model 3 and Model Y line with the 2022 model year specs, and most of the configurations got higher range, though it depends on the wheels. In an overnight update to its online configurator, Tesla changed the ranges of several of its most popular Model 3 and Model Y trims. The update seems to coincide with Tesla shifting production to the 2022 model year. Model years are not as big of a deal with Tesla as it is with most other automakers, since the electric automaker doesn't wait for a new model year to implement changes in its vehicles. It continuously introduces new features and changes throughout the year as they are ready for production. However, some model years coincide with bigger changes. For the 2022 model year, Tesla appears to have made changes that affected the range of Model 3 and Model Y vehicles. For the Model 3 Standard Range Plus, the range went from 262 to 272 miles on a single charge. That's on the standard 18 wheels, which are only standard in price, as in cheaper, because Tesla now has the 19 wheels selected by default on the online configurator. With the 19 wheels, the range falls to 267 miles. Also, Tesla doesn't seem to refer to the base Model 3 as a Standard Range Plus. Now it only refers to it as rear-wheel drive, and the different battery packs are only differentiated by the Model 3 dual motor also being called long range. Speaking of the Model 3 long range, it goes from 353 to 358 miles with the 18 wheels. With 19 wheels, the range goes down to 334 miles on a single charge. The Model Y long range also got a bump. It went from 326 to 330 miles of range, engine, transmission, and performance. As with most EV, the Model 3 gained speed smoothly and almost silently, with the electric motor providing strong power from a stop. And it's fast, extremely so in some trims. The rear-wheel drive long-range model we tested sprinted from 0 to 60 mph in 5.1 seconds. The Model 3 performance rockets to 60 mph in just 3.5 seconds, 0.5 second, faster than our long-term Model 3 long range. Like all Teslas, the Model 3 carries its battery under the floor, resulting in a low center of gravity. This helps it change direction crisply and feel planted and stable in corners. The steering is accurate and well-weighted, with 3 different settings that adjust the level of steering effort. The ride is firm without being harsh. Without the noise of a gas-powered engine, however, you do hear plenty of noise inside the cabin as the tires thwack and thrum over pavement imperfections.